Okay. Yeah, about myself, I'm Prasad. I'm working in IT for the last 12 years, and I'm providing the trainings for the last 8 years, and I work for 1 year in US for a couple of projects. So that's I did MBA in 2001. Then I moved. I worked for some time in domain. Okay, and then yeah, you are able to hear me, right? So I think you have. Yeah, sorry. So, okay, so it is disconnected. Now you are able to hear me, right? Hello, yeah,
Yes, we can hear you.
yeah, fine, fine. So,
Yeah.
so that's brief about me. Okay. So, can you please tell me your requirement? So, so actually we discussed, anyhow we discussed, and so you, Narsaradi, you told me that you, so, you want to learn the course like that, and so Ram also he told me that he switch over from one technology to other technology. So that's it, right?
Yes, Prasad.
Actually, .NET is my basic. I don't want to leave that, but this is an additional, and from now onwards, data science will be part of it because I'm not seeing data science as a separate course like a Java, and I can go into. It can be integral part of anything, right? Like
Yeah.
on
That
the
is
basis of.
yeah. That is true because so we can't. So even so call it as a even it's not fully IT also because you can implement the data science for any kind of a sector, any sector. So because it's not particular to one sector like that. Okay. So how is the why? Okay. So what do you know about data science?
Uh, so I know very few information about data science, Prasad.
Okay.
That is, it will help us to convert the unstructured data to structured data.
Yeah. Correct. Okay. Correct. Okay. Okay. So actually, so nowadays we have so much so much data from different sources. Okay. I can say so most of the data is our data is social network. So it is a Facebook or Twitter or any kind of so any kind of a social network site because we have so many data and so as per some survey so every minute 2 million search queries are made by Google. 2 million search queries every minute, and at the same time every minute so 2,77,000 so 77,000 tweets are sent every minute. And in the so if you see for the YouTube, so every minute 72 hours of day so that records and 70 hours of that data or that videos are uploaded. Okay, and every minute 350 GB data is processed by Facebook. So you can see that. So so Google and Twitter or YouTube, Facebook or LinkedIn, whatever it may be. Okay, so even the this e-commerce sites like so there they have. So if you see the Walmart and so Amazon, all these things, so they have minimum 17,000 transactions per minute. So they are having, and every minute 100 million new mails or emails are generated. 100 million new emails are generated. Okay, and every minute we have 571 new websites are launched every minute. This is not for hour or day. So every minute, then you can calculate 571 into 60, so then into 24 like that. So you can calculate how it will be. Okay, so world's data is doubling in every 2 years. So it is doubling. So it is going to double every 2 years. So then you can imagine how the data is nowadays. Okay. So we have the large data, huge data, and and earlier, even the companies also they didn't think about all these things. So even and for the last, I can say that for the last 5 to 6 years, so we have this much data. Okay, earlier, so even the people so don't want to share the information. So from one person to other person, even any kind of information or personal whatever it is. So now we are putting all kind of information in social networks, and maybe it is because others are putting otherwise or it's kind of a so some kind of changes or we don't know, but so it is happened because of trend changes, all these things. Okay, so and if you check the data like this, so which is most of the data in the social networks. And now, for the last few years, companies are thinking that how we can convert the data to for their sales promotion. Okay, so if you take any kind of data, okay, for example, I have the LinkedIn data, so then you can take the data, and then so that we can see, you can I can say the raw data or Facebook data. So then, and using data analysis and data analytic techniques, and using some kind of tools, some statistical methods, some mathematical formulas, or some kind of uh, processes. So then, so the data analyst or data scientist. So here, data scientist job is main thing. Under that, you can say the data analyst, and both are equivalent only. But data scientist is a higher position. Okay. So even the people are doing even PhDs in the data scientist as well. So data scientist in these areas, data science areas. Okay. So using that one, so once we get the main data, so from the raw data, so then companies will use the that data for their promotional activities. So okay, for example, so one company is promoting their new product, and they want to know, so what about the purchasing power of concerned area? Okay, for example, in Hyderabad. So there are so many places or so many colonies and so many areas. So they want to know which area people will purchase these products. Okay, maybe it is a cosmetic products or any kind of so any kind of product. So they will estimate based on the raw data. Okay, these people are middle class like that. These people are higher class, or these people are more concerned about health. These people are more concerned about education. So like that. Okay. So like that. So based on that, so okay. So they can get that data, and based on data they can derive that. So they can derive that. So some people, some category of areas are all uh, they can have the purchase power, and then they can send the main data to their sales team, and the sales team will will check the data, and then they will approach the customer. Then so based on that, the sales there will be sales promotion, and then the companies will get the some kind of revenue. Okay, because so this is mainly so for anything. So okay, nowadays if we think frankly, or so most of the jobs or any kind, whatever we are doing, whether it is a job or business or agriculture or any kind of a entertainment, anything. So people 99%. So okay, out of 100 crores, 99 crores. So that means that 99% of the people. So we are doing so for the sake of money only. Okay, let us leave 1%. Okay, maybe 1 crore people. Okay, or but 99% is for that only. Okay, so here also, so based on, so because everything, so people are running business for the profits only, right? So then this data if the data is useful for the sales promotion, and to get much more income, much more revenue, and much more profit, so then definitely it will be useful. Even the companies are using IT because of, because they will, so it will reduce their burden, and so then they will so it will reduce the time, and then they will increase the profit, they will increase the revenue, right? So and security, all these things. That's why people are using IT. Otherwise, it's not required. So and so data science also like this only, and IT or other things are it is specific for some areas or some sectors, and data science is not specific for any area or any sector. So so all the sector people will use that one. Other you can say healthcare. Okay, so then they need the data, healthcare, and e-commerce they need the data, and education they need the data, manufacturing, any all service sectors they need the data. So based on that, so even nowadays you can see that we are every day we are getting the calls from HDFC Bank or some City Bank. So we don't know who has given this number. Somebody has given, maybe maybe company people or others. So because we can't say the exact, but so we don't know. So we will surprise how the data is that. So maybe so it's a kind of thing. Okay. So they used to get the data, and then they will approach the right customer, and they promote the things. Okay. So and I want to show you. So I find out so one video in YouTube. It's just for 1 minute only. So it is looking good. Okay, so I just want to share you that. So you can also view that one. So it just 1 minute only. You can see, you can observe how it will be. So let me show you that. So this is just 60 seconds. What about the data science, all these things.
And gain insight. They often work in businesses and organizations which gather and curate large data sets. A data scientist may leverage knowledge from statistics, computer programming, databases, machine learning, and mathematical modeling to achieve their goals. A day in the life of a data scientist. First, the data scientist needs to understand the business or organizational issues. Then, they look for data. They may need to set up an experiment to acquire the data, or the data may already exist somewhere in. If an experiment is required, it is important to write down the hypothesis before proceeding. Once the data is gathered, it is checked and cleaned. Then, the right tools for modeling are chosen. For example, R, Python, or another software package. The data and results are then analyzed using visualization tools. The data scientist is looking for important insights in trends and checking their hypothesis. Statistical tests are used to check the results are robust and valid. The learnings, results, and insights are communicated to the stakeholders, usually with recommendations. For example, a data scientist working for a transport company might identify particular routes that are inefficient and recommend solutions to them more efficiently. With the advent of the data age, we can all now, with the help of data scientists, get better insights and make better data-driven decisions.
Fine. So what you observed? So based on that, what you observe? So actually, yeah. So Mr. Nasaradi, yeah. Please.
Yeah, it was not much clear that the audible. I mean, I was not audible clearly.
Oh, okay.
I couldn't understand much.
Okay,
So I
okay.
will watch it later.
Yeah. No problem. So what I can do is, so I will. So okay, I will ping you. So okay, I will ping you this one. We have that one, right? So let me ping you. Also go through this in your free time. Okay, fine. Okay, actually, so yeah, so it's just 1 minute only, and so it explained everything. So what is the use of the data and how it will be and everything. So all the sectors. So any sector can be used, and also so here we need to know. So we need to have some mathematical knowledge and statistical knowledge. Okay, so most of the people, so the IT people, so they came from So any kind of BSc or BTech or right? So I think that so most of us have mathematics or statistical kind of knowledge, and here so out of that we need to know one program, so either R or Python, so any kind of a program. So here most of the companies they are using R language. Here we don't need to write much more queries, okay? And let me show you that. So I had installed it. So yeah, so it's a user friendly only. So you can see that R language. So you can so just I'm just click on opening that. Okay. So yeah, it's in the open interface only R language. So yeah, R language. Okay, you can install directly. You can go to the you can go to the concerned website and you can install that. Okay, this is R Studio. And using this one you can write down the queries, so you can write down the queries and then you will get the graphical kind of graphical so the plots and everything, so whatever you are doing, so here we don't need to write much more queries, so just you need to know the few queries only, and it is related to maybe so the x-axis y-axis like that, so how you will do then in mathematics or statistical kind of thing, so then so we can import the data and we can do that. So this is one kind of language, R language and Python, because so it is easy to learn R language compared to the Python. So Python, if I say that 60% of the companies are using R language, 40% Python. So any one of the language is fine. Okay, because based on that, okay, here it will help you because based on the language, so you can get the so you can check the data and you can have some information. Okay, based on so once we have the raw data, then we can find out that, but it is not mandatory. Okay, so okay, only the programming we can't find the data, but it is so it will be, I can say that, so I can say that it will be 20%. Okay, I can say that 20% of that. Okay, and machine learning, you need to know the machine learning, mathematics and statistics. So here we can have in the machine learning, you can go for the algorithms. So algorithms, so you can go to algorithms, and then so in the statistical you can go for the statistical analysis and mathematical formulas, all these things. Okay, so so at the end you need to have some knowledge on mathematics or statistics, because knowledge means so you can understanding mathematics, you can able to understand mathematical formulas and statistical analysis, and then some kind of algorithms, and so you need to know at least one language and R or Python, and you can use Excel as well. Okay, Excel. Okay, so Excel we can use, it's not a problem, Excel. Okay, so that's it. So earlier what happens is so it was say some people use this SAS and other things, so because all these are not open source, that's why companies are not using all the other software. So nowadays most of the companies are using R or Python. So that is related to software. And if I go to the jobs, okay, so here you can see that data scientist, data analyst, and then so different jobs. So let me go to jobs window. Okay, so you can type that data analyst. Okay, you can search it. You can search. Okay, so you can see that around 24,749. So I can say that around 25,000 jobs are there for this. Okay. So so both are the same. Then so just the data, either data scientist or data analyst, both are the same. But data scientist is in higher position, because so data scientist, so he is a person, he need to know everything. So either machine learning or the programming, everything. But data analyst, so then he don't need machine learning kind of thing, algorithm. So he can just so he can just go through the some kind of statistical analysis and then some kind of programming. That's it. Okay. and so that is related to job. So you can also check from your end. And so nowadays, what happens is, so you can see that another 15 to 20 years. Okay, 15 to 20 years. People are saying that 15 to 20 years, and so the data scientists can survive. And now it is a emerging software and a emerging tool. And so what we need to do is here it's not based on, okay, for example, if it is a ERP or if it is a kind of a .NET, any kind of a Java, because if you know the programming in good, then you are a good developer, right? So now here it is not like that. So it's the programming, it plays 20% only, and you need to have the analytical skills. So you need to think, okay, so once you get the data, how can I analyze the data? How can I use statistical analysis, mathematical formulas, and algorithms? So then how can I use programming like R? So then how can I get the raw data from the raw data to main data? So it requires some kind of a knowledge, and that kind of analysis power will be different from one person to other person. So okay, so that's why. So if we get that kind of knowledge, so definitely we will survive much more time. But in the IT, it's not like that. Okay, so there will be some kind of things, programs or something. So once you learn, so then you are okay. But here, every day is a kind of challenge. Okay, every day is a kind of a challenge, and also every day it's a kind of interesting kind of thing. Okay, so now, and this project I'm working for some kind of healthcare data, and next project I can work for any kind of some manufacturing data, or any kind of service data, or any kind of education kind of thing. So any e-commerce data. So then that means that you need to study that one, and then you will understand, and you can put the data from raw data to main data like that. So because it is so it relate to the company's company's revenue. Okay, so if you say the IT and all the IT products, it's not directly impact the revenue of the company. Okay, it will impact indirectly, or it will so then it will help us help the companies to improve the security, and to get the reporting in a better way, but it will not directly impact the revenue. But this data science will impact the revenue of the company. So that's why, so definitely, okay, for example, so okay, if a data scientist, so impact the revenue of the company from, so current 60% to 70%, or if he is able to increase the revenue so by 10% this year, so definitely, so companies will feel very happy. And subsequently, so the data scientists are so that the data science project so will get good appreciation, and then good kind of salaries, all these things. So because I'm saying in real time, realistic way. Okay, so that thing that so so these kind of things will happen in India as well, because it is also already started a few years back in US, and Obama so started this one. And then nowadays in US, if you go to any kind of a, if you Google it, and the main job, okay, even if you go to the LinkedIn, the first highest paid and mostly ranked job is data science only. Next, we'll go to the cloud areas. Okay, so cloud areas. So the first one is, so earlier maybe it was Java, some other kind of tools. So okay, now so last year and this year, so if you go to any kind of thing, okay, so then the data science is the main job. And so either for the salary point of view, or number of jobs, or any kind of a longevity, and any kind of thing. Okay, you can check. You can also check it in the Google or any kind of a your LinkedIn, all these things. Okay, so and next one is, so these are the softwares, and this one I just show you, right? This one is RStudio is open source. We can also, so we can download directly from the website itself. We don't need anything. and we have some other software. So because that is not required SPSS. Okay, so that is related to so we can use for this statistical analysis as well. So this one is from IBM side. So, okay, so this if you learn this one, it is added value. But if you are good in mathematical analysis and statistical and all these things, then it's fine. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so if you have so these are all the added values. If you have knowledge on big data, okay, nowadays people are saying big data, right? So these are all linked up. Okay, so these are all linked to data science. Okay, so if data science is a higher position, then it will these tools will be used so to get the raw data to process the raw data to main data like that. Okay, and data science, so these are the future technologies. Okay, so once you have the data science, then you can have an idea on machine learning, and then so it will go through artificial intelligence, artificial intelligence, and it will go to the kind of what I can call the IoT, Internet of Things. So these are all interrelated only. So these are all the interrelated only. So IoT, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, machine learning, data science. You can say nowadays people are saying that RPA, robotic process automation. So these are all interrelated only. Okay. So okay, so and in the training part, okay, I can say that so we'll give you the recordings on daily basis. So once we have the completion of the class, and we'll send you the soft copies of the material, and we'll share you the software. Okay, the software. So yeah, you can also, I will share you the links and you can download, and we can use that one software. We can go through our language and other analysis process. Okay, and we'll help you for so the resume formats, FAQs, all these things. It's a part of the training, and it will help you to attend the interviews, all these things in a better way. So that's from my side. So if you have any questions, please let me know. We can go through each and every one. And here the course it will take minimum 45 days, 45 days training. Okay, that's it. Okay, so if you have any questions, then please let me know. We can go ahead.
Yes, sir. So if we want to learn this data science, we need to know mathematics, statistics, and machine learning, and one programming language.
Correct, correct, correct,
So,
correct.
so Python or these kind of things. Anyway, we can learn like that's not an issue because with this experience we can learn very easily. But for
Yeah,
mathematics,